So it's been about 2 weeks since I last went out and dropped a pot. I might have shown it in the first part of the video. I didn't post it at that time because obviously we didn't catch anything. But the weather's just not been good. You can, I don't know if you can see with this camera, I've only got the GoPro today, but the water's still green. There's a lot of swell, so you're getting the white around the rocks, large waves. The tide's dropping back, so it's actually calming down. I am intending to go out and check that pot. And we'll give it a go with the rods, although I'm not hopeful with the way the water is. I mean, there's a few little fish around, but it's just not worth going, really. I'm after some sort of bigger fish, really. But we'll see. I brought a really shiny lure, so hopefully it'll stand out. And we'll see how we get on, but just waiting, like I say, for it to calm a little bit, and then we'll head out. So, being the waters are going to be cloudy and murky, I brought the shiniest lure I got, which is this one. I got a few others which are a little bit shiny, but this one is really shiny because it's so new. So we'll give that one a go. Right, so the lure fishing's not working too well. There's quite a few little bits of weed in the water as well as being murky, and they keep snagging the line, which doesn't help. So I brought this rod out as well, a little telescopic one. Got a little baby lure on the end of that one, and we're just going to try casting around the rocks. This isn't the best place, although I've just noticed there's a gannet over there which has just dived into the sea, so there might be some bait fish over there if he's diving in. Wait and see. Interesting. Right, well anyway, we'll try about these rocks and I'll keep an eye on that bird just in case he is finding some fish there. Let's get a bit closer. Now, I've never really caught a lot here, not with a fishing rod, but the strange thing is I've had some nice bass here in crab pots, so they do come through here. But again, I'm not really after the bass today. I'd like to get some pollock, but well, I'd like to get anything, to be honest. We're not catching. This time of year, it's very hard fishing. I'll just make sure I've got this set right. There you go. Now, I've only got 15-pound line on. Now, I bought this rod as a second thought, really. I would have brought a bigger spinning rod if I knew I was going to sit doing this, but it's good enough. The thing is, our pots are just over there, so we can go and check those shortly. Well, they've been out 2 weeks, so just hope there's something in it. I'm actually waiting for this bait in here. This is what is it? It's the remains of a pollock I had last year. I'm going to use that to bait the pot. I brought a second pot out as well, so next time we come out we'll have 2 pots. I don't want to put too many out, not with the way the weather is, just in case I lose them or they get smashed up. It's not usual, but you can never tell at this time of year. Now with the bait we put in, I was hoping maybe for, well, I'd like a lobster, but I was hoping for a spider crab maybe, because I've heard there's a few around. They're early, it seems, this year, which is unusual considering how cold the water is, but I have heard of a few being caught. But like I say, spiders are a funny one, because you can come out one day, get pots full of great big spider crabs, and then the next few days you'll catch nothing as they've moved. They walk around a lot. We're going to try a bit of fishing a bit further out after on to Mark. I'm just waiting for the tide to drop a bit because it's pretty deep out there, and like I say, with the water being so murky, the fish won't see the lures because they'll be quite tight to the reefs, I would have thought, especially in this swell. You think, you come out here, there's no pots out here at the moment because it's, you know, early in the year and that, and you've got this whole area out here. And you see I've got the pot here, which I put down. Like I say, I put it here, there wasn't a single pot anywhere. And then, if you look in front of the boat, there's literally a set. And with this, where this rope goes, that is almost right on top of this pot. And yet, you look around, there isn't a single pot anywhere else. Well, apart from that one over there, which might be part of the same thing. And I'm not in any particular good area. This is just a random spot I threw the pot in. Like I say, it's only a test pot, but you'll see as we're moving, we're actually moving closer to it. The point of that? Well, you can draw your own conclusions. So, what have we got after 2 weeks? And we had a whole pollock in here. More bait than I'd ever normally put in, but I thought I might not get to it. So. And pretty much an empty pot. Yeah, we got some crab in there, but nothing really worth keeping. Maybe that's shanker, but it's got only one claw. If I can get this thing free. Should have taken that off, really. So yeah, 2 weeks. Like I said, this pot was loaded up. It would have lasted about a week, the amount of bait I put in it. But barely anything in it. Apart from a one-clawed crab. But we'll have a look, see what we got in here. Hook them out. It's about the only thing we are catching. So. We got a little baby spider, a little male one. Another one, that's another male, just a small one. Yes, another male with lost a few legs and claws, that one. Been in the wars. Let that one work his way out. This is actually a brown crab that's coming out. He is actually legal, but he's only got one claw as well, so. Just waiting for him to let go because they grab on, you can't release them. Not without damaging them. Unfortunately, I've only got one glove. Well, I got two gloves, but they were both right-handed for some reason. Don't know how that happened. Come on. So as they hook their legs round. There we go. He's only a small one with one claw. He is legal, but I'm going to let him go. We'll wait for some bigger ones. We've got two more in here. The one's very, very spiky, these things, especially the small ones. And this is a real tiny one. Well, they are showing, so there is some around. Right, I'm going to put these back and then we're going to go out and fish a bit. that pretty much sums up the fishing. Just weed, weed and more weed. Right, I'm going to give it one more run back, and I think I'm going to call it a day, because there's no point being out here when you're catching weed like that. This is one of the types of cockles or clams we get here. We call them cockles. They're a pretty one. Fortunately, they're a bit tough to eat. I have tried them before in the past. We do get a white one as well, a couple of different species, and that are better to eat than that one. You'll also see here where the tide is washing in the shells, we get the razor fish. This is a very old one, very small one there, what's left of it. Another one of those cockles down there. And of course you've got all your limpets on the rocks, these things here. You need a hammer to get those off if you want them. People used to eat them years ago, not so much now. But this is always a good little spot for finding shells down here. They seem to collect. There's another white cockle shell. That's an edible one. And here we have an old anchor. Very old anchor. A very old ship. Been here for years. Well, my whole life it's been here. And the previous 100 years probably. You get quite a few of these. Go out diving, you'll find them littered around. Give you a scale of it. This is the ring that goes to the top. This is my hand.